I can't say for sure what it is, but I noticed it was a child size at the time and I assumed adults would be around.
Empecé a ver una cara en las rocas, pero lo más importante es que adentro de las caras aprecio ver dos piernitas.
Driving home late one night along a lonely mountain road surrounded by endless woods, a woman noticed something strange near her house. She stopped just long enough to snap a picture, and what appeared in the photo sent chills down her spine. A dark, blurry figure stood motionless by the roadside. It could have been a shadow, or maybe something else entirely. She drives that same road every day, yet she swore nothing had ever been there before. The photo still haunts her. Was it just a trick of the trees, or something watching her from the darkness? That road now feels less like home, and more like the start of a horror story. This video was shared by the Alien Archive, and it's deeply unsettling. A local man, familiar with every inch of his mountain town, went for a walk when he spotted something unbelievable. Two tall, humanoid figures standing motionless at the top of the mountain. The area was completely deserted, no reason for anyone to be there. As he tried to move closer for a better look, both figures suddenly vanished, gone in an instant, like they dissolved into thin air. To this day, he has no idea what he witnessed. Were they human, or something not meant to be seen? What do you think? This video was shared by Rocky Mountain Sasquatch, and it's seriously creepy. While hiking through a remote trail, a man spotted something unusual sitting on a small crossover bridge. At first it looked like a child, but as he zoomed in, he realized it wasn't. The figure was covered in dark hair, its face pitch black, and it barely moved. Whatever it was, it didn't look human.
I can't say for sure what it is, but I noticed it was a child size at the time and I assumed adults would be around. But when I look at my video, it is all that I see. Maybe someone should research the area back there. It bothered me enough to go back and measure the handrail.
The man stood frozen, unsure whether to get closer or run. Some say it could be a young creature of something far stranger. What do you think was really sitting on that bridge? A Reddit user shared a terrifying moment from a hike in Rocky Mountain National Park. While walking a quiet trail, she suddenly froze. A massive moose emerged from the trees, stepping right onto her path. The creature was huge, powerful, and far too close for comfort. She stayed completely still, praying it wouldn't notice her. Luckily, the moose turned away, wandering back into the woods. But if it had charged, things could have ended very differently. One wrong move, and that peaceful hike might have turned into a nightmare. Would you dare to stay calm with something that size staring you down? A lone hiker ventured deep into the thick forest, surrounded only by silence and towering trees. But that peaceful calm was shattered in an instant, and a massive bear emerged from the shadows. With no time to run, his heart pounded as he dropped to the ground, pretending to be lifeless. The creature circled him slowly, its heavy breath brushing against his skin. Then came a nudge on his foot, a test. Every second felt like an eternity. Finally, the bear turned and disappeared into the woods, leaving him trembling in fear. He survived, but the memory still haunts him. Before we go any further, I'd like to ask you for a quick favour. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. We're getting closer to 20,000 subscribers, and once we hit that milestone, a few lucky subscribers will receive a special surprise. Now let's go back to the video. Reddit user shared this eerie photo, and it's left people questioning what really happened here. While hiking, she came across a tree bent unnaturally to one side, twisted as if an invisible force had been pushing it for years. But here's the strange part. There was no wind. The air was still, silent, yet the tree looked like it had been frozen mid-scream against a storm that never came. Some say it's nature's mystery. Others think there's something far darker behind it. What could have caused a tree to grow like this, in a place so calm and quiet? A Reddit user shared a chilling moment from her hike. While walking through the woods, she stumbled upon a small bear cub. Thinking it was harmless, she pulled out her phone to record the adorable scene, unaware of the real danger lurking nearby. Where there's a cub, the mother is never far behind. One wrong move, one loud sound, and she could have faced a deadly attack. Every second felt tense. Every rustle in the trees sent chills down her spine. Luckily, she managed to back away safely. But not everyone who meets a cub in the wild lives to tell the story. On October 3rd, 2019, a group of hunters was deep in the forests of Ontario when an eerie sound shattered the silence. A low, guttural scream echoed through the trees, raw, tortured, and nothing like they'd ever heard before. It wasn't an animal, yet it didn't sound human either.
Oh my God.
The hunters froze, gripping their gear, their hearts pounding as the sound grew louder, then suddenly stopped. The forest fell completely silent, almost like it was holding its breath. Whatever made that sound was still out there, watching, hidden somewhere in the dark woods, waiting for them to make a move. A TikTok video taken in Mexico has left viewers completely baffled. A woman exploring the mountains captured something eerie, a small figure standing motionless at the mouth of a cave high up on a cliff. At first she thought it might be a child, but that thought quickly faded.
Empecé a ver una cara en las rocas, pero lo más importante es que adentro de las caras aprecio ver dos piernitas, que no sé si lo logran ver. No sé si logran ver ahí adentro de ese ojo. Veo a dos piernitas, parecieran... A ver si se puede apreciar ahí. Empecé a ver una cara en las rocas, pero lo más importante es que adentro de las caras aprecio ver dos piernitas, que no sé si lo logran.
How could a child climb that high? And why was it just standing there, staring down? The figure looked human, yet something about it felt disturbingly wrong. Its proportions, its stillness. Could it be a member of an undiscovered tribe, a ghost haunting the cave, or perhaps something far darker, a creature that hides where no human dares to go? What do you think she really saw up there? This chilling story was shared on Reddit, and it's one that still haunts everyone who's heard it. During a quiet winter hike in Banyan Mountains National Park, a family stopped to capture sunlight breaking through the trees. Hours into the hike, they hadn't seen a soul. Later, while reviewing the photos, the daughter pointed out something no one remembered seeing: a woman in a long black dress standing deep in the woods. Her presence felt wrong, her clothes too old for this time. When the photo was shown to others, everyone felt uneasy. Some say that the same trail carries a dark, watching presence. What do you think the woman is? A ghost or someone hiding in the forest, or even just a normal hiker also? A man hiking deep in the woods captured something that left viewers unsettled. a tall, dark humanoid figure moving deliberately among the trees. Its posture was strange, its movements unnatural, and it didn't resemble anything human. The figure seemed aware, almost as if it knew it was being watched. Some say it's a shadow, others believe it's something far more disturbing. But one thing is clear. Whatever that thing was, it wasn't supposed to be there. What do you think was walking through those woods that day? A Reddit user shared a haunting discovery from an old photo taken along the Thames River path in the UK back in 2013. The photo appeared to show a peaceful, empty trail leading toward a bright clearing. For years, it was dismissed as light at the end of the path. But after zooming in recently, something far more unsettling appeared. A white, glowing figure standing where no one should have been. Even stranger, its shape shifted slightly between shots, as if it moved. No one was there that day, or at least that's what they thought. Whatever it was, it's beyond explanation. A TikToker uploaded a chilling video that's left viewers completely unsettled. The footage shows a strange white figure moving slowly through the woods, its shape neither human nor animal. The way it walked, almost unnatural, like something not meant to exist in this world. It didn't make a sound, didn't react, just glided through the trees as if watching. The TikToker shared the video, desperate for answers, but no one could agree on what it was. Some say it's a ghostly presence, others believe it's something far more sinister, something that shouldn't be roaming the forest at all. What do you think that figure was? This chilling video was shared by a Reddit user, and it captures one of the most intense encounters you can have while hiking alone in the forest. Everything was peaceful, the sound of birds, the rustling of leaves, until he noticed something massive moving forward in the forest trail. A gigantic moose with enormous antlers began walking straight toward him. You could feel his fear through the camera. He quickly ducked behind a tree, barely breathing, hoping it wouldn't notice him. Because when an animal that size decides to charge, there's nowhere to run. Imagine being deep in the forest, no one around, and this huge creature starts approaching you. Would you stand still and face it, or hide and hope it walks away? Sometimes nature's beauty can also be its most terrifying side. What would you do in his place? This chilling video was shared by a TikTok user who went hiking deep in the forest, just to enjoy the calmness of nature. Everything seemed peaceful, until it wasn't. Out of nowhere, a strange, thunderous growl echoed through the trees, loud, deep, and unsettling.
I think it's time to go.
He looked around, but there was nothing in sight. No movement, no sign of life. Just that terrifying sound getting closer and closer. It felt like an unseen predator was watching, waiting. Realizing something wasn't right, He decided to leave before things turned dangerous. But what could have made that sound? A hungry wild animal? Or something far more mysterious hiding in the shadows of the forest? If you were in his place, alone and surrounded by that sound, would you stay and investigate, or run for your life? Sometimes the forest is quiet until it wants to be heard. This fascinating and slightly eerie video was posted by a YouTube channel, Outer Range, who hiked through a mountainous area full of ancient ruins. As he explored deeper, he stumbled upon something truly unbelievable, a 2-story building built right into the mountainside.
That's what I seen when I was glassing, but on the backside, look here, whole nother structure. Looks fairly, wow, look at that. Oh my goodness. See, it's built in, can't wait to get up there and see this.
The structure looked ancient, made entirely of clay and stone, standing silently against time. It was clear that people once lived here, but why would anyone choose to build their home inside a mountain in such an isolated place? Was it for protection, a hidden community, or something far more mysterious?
There's like a pocket right over here. Very cavernous area here, but it only goes back maybe 2.5 feet. I don't want to walk in or try to get in because the way this door was built, or it looks a little, let's see if I can brighten this up. I'll just reach in here. It even has the old piece of timber in here that was used for something. Oh wow, this is so, goodness, look at this. Let's see if I can, hopefully you can see the walls they're just black, completely black. So this one little, if I could give you a dimension, it's like 5 feet by 5 feet. But look up here, look up above.
You can almost feel the whispers of history in the cold mountain air. If you were the explorer, would you dare to stay overnight in that old mountain house, surrounded by nothing but silence and shadows? Or would you turn back before discovering what still lingers there? Some places were never meant to be found. Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This terrifying video was shared by a TikTok user who went hiking alone through a quiet forest trail. Or so she thought. The walk started peacefully, just the sound of leaves and birds, until she suddenly heard something strange. A loud growling, soft at first, whispering from the bushes. She stopped, looked around, but nothing was there. Then it came again, louder this time, closer. Her heart started racing. What could be inside the bush trying to get her attention when she was completely alone? Fear took over, and she did the only thing that made sense. She ran. But the eerie voice kept echoing behind her as she escaped down the trail. What would you do in that moment? Would you turn back to find out what was making the sounds? Or would you run before it's too late? Sometimes the forest speaks, but not every voice wants to be found. This video was shared by YouTuber Dave Explores, who ventured deep into a remote mountain range, but what he discovered left him speechless. Carved and painted across the Rocky Mountain wall were ancient red drawings, strange human-like figures, and symbols that looked far too deliberate to be random.
It's just insane to think about how old these are and they're still here. It is amazing. Like, I wonder what they were thinking about when they made these, you know? Obviously that one is of a person, but then what's this huge thing that looks almost like a fish in a way? And then a really tall person, look at that, it looks almost like a monster. Huge legs, just going way up. That's crazy to look at, isn't it? Over 200 years old, at least. Got the lizard person, and then whatever that was supposed to be. Looks like a face, doesn't it? That's what that one looks like.
The markings seem to have been there for centuries, weathered by time yet still eerily vivid, as if someone wanted their message to never fade. But what were they trying to say? Were these warnings, ritual signs, or perhaps a message from an ancient civilization that once lived here? If you stumbled across something like this, alone, in the middle of nowhere, would you keep exploring to uncover its meaning, or turn back before discovering something you weren't meant to see? Some markings tell stories, others warn you to leave. This intense video was posted by YouTuber Black Crag, who decided to take his adventure to the next level quite literally. He hiked high into the mountain valley, a place so steep and dangerous that most people wouldn't even dare to go near it. One wrong step and you'd tumble straight down the rocky slope below. Yet, he pushed forward, driven by the thrill of exploration and the breathtaking view waiting at the top. The wind roared wildly, echoing through the cliffs, as if warning him to turn back, but he didn't.
Gonna start concentrating and digging in, but before we do that, look at it. Look at it down the valley. Oh hell, cat bells there. That's stunning. The whole lot, look at it. Right, concentrate now. Let's go straight up here. A little bit polished. So I've got a bit of a decision point here. We can go around the edge here, look around to the left, and then up the back of this crag here, or we can just tackle it straight on. So we're going to go straight on. It looks pretty steep actually. Well, we'll go and have a look. So actually, yeah, as you get a bit closer, you can kind of see that you can just pick your way up anywhere, look, any which way you fancy. So let's try this way first. It is kind of polished, look, see that there? Quite a bit. But we'll go up this central bit here, and then that's pretty much it done, I think. Oh, I need two hands. Oh, got my foot stuck. Yeah, it was okay. It's a bit tricky with one hand and trying to film and point it the right way. But if you do come here, to be mindful, it is polished. It'll be different in the wet as well, and I reckon in the winter, if it ices up, that'll probably stay iced for quite a long time, you know. Even when other places have thawed, I bet it's covered in thick ice. So that's two done. One more to do here, and then it's pretty much straight up, I think. Straight, you know, kind of plain sailing. Get my breath back first. Oh, this looks very straightforward actually. It looks pretty tricky from below because you can't see this shelf, but it's all right.
Standing there surrounded by nothing but clouds and the raw pulse of nature, it was both terrifying and beautiful. Would you ever dare to climb this high just to experience that feeling, the edge of fear meeting the edge of freedom? Or would you stay safe below, watching from afar? Sometimes the best views come with the greatest risks. The fear doesn't stop here. It only grows. This eerie video was shared by a Reddit user, and it captures something truly unsettling deep in the woods. While hiking through the forest during a storm, he noticed the trees swaying violently, almost as if they were alive, fighting against the wind. One by one, the branches began to snap, and the trees groaned like they were about to collapse. The storm raged harder, but instead of running, he stood still, recording as nature unleashed its fury. The sight was both mesmerizing and terrifying. Imagine being alone in the forest, the wind howling, the trees bending to the point of breaking. Would you keep filming, or turn back before something falls your way? Sometimes, the forest doesn't need creatures or ghosts to be terrifying. Nature itself can remind us just how small we really are. What would you do in that moment? What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. This incredible video posted by YouTuber Josh the Intern might just be one of his most mysterious adventures yet. he discovered an 800-year-old document that described a hidden medieval prison, buried deep in the mountains, a place few have ever seen. Using only Google Maps and his courage, he set off on a long, exhausting hike. After hours of climbing through rugged terrain, he finally stumbled upon something chilling, an ancient stone tower, standing silent in the middle of nowhere. Inside, he found a dark cave, a prison carved into the heart of the mountain.
So I'm just by the structure I could see on Google Earth, and here is the cave we need to try and find a way into. And from here you can almost see that is bricks piled up. That is not naturally done. We'll go explore the structure beside it because it must be related, and hopefully we can find an entrance leading into that cave somewhere around it. Big brick walls. Question is, what is this structure? Is there any way inside? Oh, yes there is. Here we go. That is an entrance into the cave. That structure that we saw over there, this building that I'm in now, obviously housed the entrance inside, which confirms for us that this must be the prison. This must have been a guard post. I have never seen anything like this before. Look at this. I mean, it's exactly how it's described in the historical documents. We have found it. Whew, let's go inside and explore. You got a little structure here too. Maybe this is where the bed was? This was really built to be hidden. Here you can actually see a carved actual place here. Maybe they would have put candles to light it at night.
But why would anyone build a prison here? Isolated, unreachable, with no escape and no roads leading in or out. Who were the people once trapped here? Would you dare to hike into the unknown, chasing a mystery that's been buried for centuries? Some secrets were never meant to be found. This fascinating video was shared by Archaeolog, a YouTuber known for uncovering hidden treasures lost to time. While treasure hunting deep in the forest, his metal detector suddenly gave a strange signal. Something big was buried beneath the ground. Curious, he began to dig, and what he found left him completely stunned. Hidden beneath layers of dirt was an ancient box weathered by time. When he opened it, the contents glittered. Coins, jewelry, and priceless relics, treasures that looked like they had been buried for centuries. But here's the mystery. Why would someone hide something so valuable in a place like this? Was it meant to be protected, or was it never meant to be found? If you were the one who uncovered this treasure, what would you do next? Keep it, report it, or dig deeper to uncover the full story? Every treasure tells a secret. This chilling photo was shared by a Reddit user who was hiking deep in the woods when he stumbled upon this. A doll's head, mounted on a stick, standing alone in the middle of the forest. He snapped a quick picture and turned back immediately. But the real question is, who put it there? Was it meant to scare people away, or is it a warning sign left by someone who didn't want to be found? The woods were completely silent, no one around, just this creepy figure staring back. If you came across something like this while hiking, would curiosity make you go closer, or would instinct tell you to run before things get really strange? Sometimes the scariest things in the forest aren't animals, they're the things left behind by humans. What do you think this could mean? Deep in the heart of an Indonesian rainforest, a couple claims to have captured something truly unbelievable. They were exploring a hidden waterfall, a place whispered about in local legends. The villagers call it Jurig Kai, the spirit of the falls. For generations, people have feared it, a creature said to be part human, part lizard, lurking silently behind the roaring water. The couple swears they caught it on camera, a strange shadowy figure moving just behind the waterfall. The footage is blurry, but the question remains, what did they really capture that day? A trick of light, or the spirit that locals have feared for centuries? Would you dare visit this waterfall alone? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This video was posted by a Reddit user who had one of the most unexpected encounters while hiking through the woods. At first, everything seemed peaceful until he spotted something rare, a bobcat darting across the trail and down the mountain. Curious, he stopped to record, hoping to capture the moment. But then, the sound started. A deep, eerie growl echoed through the forest. It grew louder, closer, until the bobcat's call felt too close for comfort. Realizing he might not be alone anymore, he decided it was time to get out of there, fast. You can almost feel the tension in the air, that primal fear when nature reminds you who's really in charge. So tell me, if you heard those haunting sounds echoing through the forest, would you stand still and record or run for your life? The fear doesn't stop here, it only grows. This video was posted by a Reddit user who went camping alone deep in the wild, hoping for peace, quiet, and a little time away from the noise of the world. But that peaceful night didn't last long. Out of nowhere, a deer wandered into her campsite, silent, staring, and way too close for comfort. The moment felt off, almost eerie. She quickly grabbed her camera to record, unsure if it was just curious, or if something else was lurking nearby.
Deer, stop! Please. Deer, you're being so weird. Go on. Deer, it's hot. Be careful. No, deer, no. Deer, don't do it. Don't do it. What are you doing, dear? What are you doing, dear?
Then, with one loud yell, she managed to scare it off, but her heart was still pounding. You can almost feel that tension, the stillness of the forest, broken only by your own breathing. So tell me, if you were camping alone and suddenly saw something moving in the dark, would you stand your ground or run for your life? Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This video was shared by a TikTok user, and it's one of the most unsettling encounters caught on camera. A man was hiking with his kids, enjoying a peaceful drive through the Appalachian wilderness. Everything seemed normal, until a strange woman suddenly appeared near his car. At first, he tried to stay calm, warning her not to try anything suspicious because they were deep in the Appalachian area, a place already known for eerie encounters and strange stories. But things took a dark turn fast.
I have kids in the car, you better go. I have kids in the car, you better go.
What?
Who is that? Who is that?
They're calling me a damn fucking kid!
I got you on video. You better get back.
Jeff's after you.
Jeff's right there, he ain't doing shit.
You're the one to say something about my damn son! And I got all over recorder. Get the fuck!
The woman suddenly snapped, shouting uncontrollably and moving closer to the car. The tension skyrocketed, and the man, clearly shaken, decided to drive off before things got worse. What do you think was really happening here? Was she in danger, or something far more unsettling? And if you were in his shoes, would you confront her, or hit the gas and get out of there as fast as possible? What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. This chilling video was shared by the BigfootReport.com on YouTube, and what these travellers captured might just be one of the most convincing encounters ever recorded. While exploring a remote mountain river deep in the Appalachian forest, a group of Russian tourists claimed to have spotted something massive lurking by the water. It had a cone-shaped head, long, powerful arms, and stood towering over the river's surface.
Эти сенсационные кадры демонстрируются впервые. Полностью покрытое мехом тело, вытянутая, как бы изломанная фигура, странная нечеловеческая походка. Невероятное существо случайно попало в кадр. Евгений Ломакин во время похода в Саянах снимал берега реки. Он уверен, что это снежный человек.
For a few tense seconds, the creature turned, locking eyes with them. The air went still. Then, without warning, it vanished into the thick forest like it had never been there. Was it a trick of the light? A shadow? Or did they really stumble upon the legendary Bigfoot the giant said to roam the Appalachian wilderness? If you were there, staring into those glowing eyes, would you chase after it for proof, or run for your life? Fear lingers in the silence, waiting for its moment. This intense video was shared by a Reddit user, and it captures a heart-stopping moment in the wild. While hiking deep in the forest, this man suddenly came face to face with a bear, and not just any bear, but a mother protecting her cubs.
Петрович, медведь с 3 пистунами. Стрелять не стал, отхожу.
The air was thick with tension as the bear began charging toward him, ready to defend her young. Luckily, he had his gun drawn, not to harm, but to protect himself if things went wrong. For a few terrifying seconds, it was a standoff until the bear finally backed off and disappeared into the woods with her cubs. But imagine this. What if he didn't have his weapon? What would you do if a mother bear suddenly charged at you in the middle of nowhere? Would you stand your ground or run for your life? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. This chilling video was posted by YouTuber Outer Range, and it's one that will leave you questioning your own courage. While hiking along a steep mountain cliff, he ventured into a place most people would never dare to go. The path was narrow, the drop beneath him terrifying. One wrong step could have been the end. But what he discovered next made it even more unsettling. Hidden beneath the cliffside was a strange structure, built directly under the rocks. It looked ancient, almost like someone once lived there, completely cut off from the world.
A couple of structures here that has a lot of deterioration, and we have this wall, but there's so many crumbling rocks out here that I'm certain there would have been walls built during the time they were living here. We'll point something out here because this is exactly what you don't want to see. I was going to go around this way, which would be the obvious choice, right? This is where the kiva is up here in the front. But let me show you this. I don't even want to get close to this here. Here's the tiniest little piece of pottery. It's a reference to my finger. Little corrugated piece right here. This is the kiva that had access through the roof. When they were dwelling here, this is how you would have gotten into it. Due to the fragility of these structures, you can still see the juniper bark here up on the surface. This is the kiva structure there on top, and you can see the juniper bark that they're using, probably mixed in with the mud around the kiva.
But who would choose to live in such a dangerous, isolated place? What were they hiding from or trying to protect? Would you dare to hike to a place like this completely alone, knowing one slip could mean disaster? Or would you turn back the moment you saw the edge? The line between reality and nightmare blurs right here. This eerie photo was posted by a Reddit user who shared a chilling memory from 10 years ago. He and his friends were deep in the woods, testing out his brand new GoPro, when they noticed something strange in the background, a dark, human-like figure standing silently beside a tree. At first they thought it might be a shadow, but when they looked closer, the outline didn't move, didn't fade. It just stood there, watching. To this day, none of them can explain what they saw or why it appeared right when the camera was rolling. Could it have been a person, a trick of light, or something far more mysterious, a shadow figure lurking in the trees? If you were in their shoes and saw this while reviewing your footage, would you go back to find out what it was, or delete it and never look again? The deeper we go, the more terrifying it becomes. This eerie video was posted by a TikTok user, and it's giving major chills. A man decided to go night hiking with his dog. Everything seemed calm at first, until suddenly, a strange, loud sound echoed from deep within the woods. It wasn't just one noise, it was constant, guttural, and unlike anything they'd ever heard before.
She's on it. Fucking get it, girl. Get it. It's a coyote. It's done now. Miley, get over here. They don't sound like no goddamn coyote. What the hell did she get? She's getting something. Get it, girl. Watch it. Watch it, girl. Get it. Ooh. Damn. Dude, that is fucked up sounding. Come on, Miley. Come on, that's too big for you, girl. Come on. Miley, come. The fuck? There's no way, dude. Miley, come on.
Some say it could have been the dog man, others think it was something far worse lurking in the darkness. The man's dog began growling, ears up, staring into the trees like it could see what humans couldn't. Now here's the real question. Would you let your dog wander into the dark woods alone if you heard something like that? Would you stay to investigate, or grab your dog and run before whatever's out there finds you first? What do you think was making those sounds in the dark? This intense video was posted by Action Adventure Twins on YouTube, and it's one wild adventure you have to see to believe. While hiking deep in the forest, a sudden storm hit, thunder echoing, rain pouring down. Searching for shelter, they stumbled upon something unbelievable. A 250-foot deep hole right in the middle of the woods. Most people would have turned back immediately, but not them. They decided to go inside to escape the storm, using ropes to descend into the darkness below.
Oh, it's a pedestal. Some little cylinder. Bro, that's a mountain. No way! Big room? May not be the safest per se. but I'm doing it. Oh! Yeah, I shouldn't have gone this way. Okay. I made it though. And see, that's what I wanted to avoid, going that way. Yeah. It's huge.
Inside, the walls were lined with jagged rocks, the air cold and silent. Every sound echoing like something or someone was waiting deeper inside. Would you ever risk climbing down a hole that deep, not knowing what's at the bottom? What if you got trapped halfway or found something you wish you hadn't? Would curiosity push you forward, or fear make you turn back? Jose Flores Terror on YouTube, whose channel is known for venturing into the darkest forests in search of terrifying paranormal activity, shared this scary encounter. He enters one of the most haunted forests in the region, a place where people vanish without a trace. Locals warn of ghostly cries and children's voices that lure travelers deeper, and they never return. After hiking deep in the forest, everywhere was dark, and he was just alone with his flashlight and camera when he began to hear footsteps behind him, as if something was following him.
Es un poquito más como que los árboles entrelazados, un poquito diferente. Ok, se acaban de escuchar pasos atrás de mí. Ay. De repente como si viniera algo atrás de mí porque se siente como una presencia atrás. Ay. Ay.
After hearing so much about the forest, what will you do in that situation? Will you go back before it gets darker? But he didn't go back. After some while, he started hearing some voices whisper in the distance like someone crying. But there's no one around the forest.
Se están escuchando voces. Ay. Ay. Se están escuchando estas voces que parece ser como que vienen hacia acá o están a lo lejos, pero lo extraño es que no puede haber personas acá, no hay personas acá, estoy completamente seguro, o sea, personas físicas no son. Hoy. Hoy. Hoy, 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 otra vez.
This peaceful hike into the forest was one to forget for him. Would you dare stay in this forest, knowing every voice could belong to the dead? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. This encounter is shared by Danny Adventure 88 on YouTube, a channel known for daring solo explorations and terrifying encounters deep in haunted forests. He went camping deep in central Java's infamous Alas Kunci, where tragedy struck. It is said that a young boy ended his life there just a week ago. The locals talked about Dutch women tortured in these woods, their bodies discarded without graves, and their restless spirits still wandering around the forest. With all this dark history, will you dare camp overnight there? While still being courageous and enjoying his camp without fear, suddenly, he started hearing knocking sounds echoing through the trees. No wind, no movement, just a sound of something he didn't know about. Yet the forest feels alive and heavy.
Walaupun mencoba menghiraukan, tapi tetap rasanya tuh aku kepo ke sana itu.
What he's experiencing is definitely not what he had planned when he came. What do you think these wandering spirits of the forest are, or something far darker stalking me tonight? Things only grow darker from here. Brace yourself for what comes next. Jupri Karim's a YouTuber, and he is known for testing his courage by camping in the most haunted, dangerous places at night. He went camping just as he had always camped around many dangerous forests. But this time around, it was terrifying. At first, everything seemed calm, until he began hearing strange movements around the camp. Footsteps, whispers, something circling the tent. Then it appeared. He saw a figure lurking behind the trees, watching him in silence. The moment his flashlight touches it, it disappears seconds later.
Gak tahu teman-teman. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya teman-teman itu. Kelihatan gak di balik kayu itu? Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-'aliyyil 'azim. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-'aliyyil 'azim. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-'aliyyil 'azim. Asal kena lampu senter, dia menghilang teman-teman.
What was that? Is that a ghost watching him? Or some far more mysterious? After seeing this, will you dare camp in this cursed place knowing the darkness itself is alive? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that shows that. We got this story from Kuba Mystery on YouTube. He is popular for venturing into haunted places and capturing chilling encounters on camera. This time, Kuba set up camp in a cursed bamboo forest, a place where a man once died tragically after being impaled by a falling branch of a bamboo tree. Locals say his spirits still linger here. Will you dare camp in a place where you don't know what to expect? While eating, he was violently interrupted. Unseen forces attacked, shaking the bamboo and rattling his nerves. He heard the bamboo shaking but could not see anything.
Allahu Akbar. Ini sangat coba penasaran juga sih teman-teman. Ini malah kita kayak seperti diganggu. Tapi nggak tahu juga siapa itu. Apa kita lagi makan? Mereka datang ke sini teman-teman.
Are they trying to scare him away from the forest? Or who or what is disturbing shaking the bamboo? Would you dare camp here alone? Let me know what you guys think. From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. Got this story from Franco TV on YouTube. He's known for venturing into the world's most haunted places, often alone, and capturing what others are too afraid to witness. This time, he went into a pet cemetery. It was previously a baby cemetery, but later changed to a pet cemetery. As he entered the cemetery, he heard these unexplained bangs and even a rope swinging from a tree. Was this really just a pet cemetery, or something far more sinister? After walking deep into the cemetery, he saw eyes staring at him deep in the trees, but couldn't see them again, so he turned on his thermal so he could check what might be lurking around him. Then he caught a dark figure waving from deep within the trees, human-like.
Here alone, I'm already hearing sounds of banging, of metal clanking on something, but further from in front of me. Wish me luck. I'm excited, scared, nervous. I'm missing home right now. But that being said, let's get into the video. So right now I'm at the cemetery, right in front of me. And with the night vision, look up there. You see that blinking light? This is why cell phones give away your position. But that blinking light is 100% somebody's phone. I thought I saw something else move. That was me, this light here. I hope nobody comes here to do something else. The last time that I was here, I was able to see something on the thermal imaging camera peeking out at me from one of the trees in the darkness. I don't know what the hell that was, whether if that was an animal or a person, but not so long after that, I was able to see what looked like a silhouette of a person walking, only because of the light behind the area. And when I shined the flashlight, nothing was evident. But I want to do another walkthrough of this place. Now, this place is gigantic. Listen. The fuck was that? I just heard something up here. Jesus Christ. I'm already regretting my decision. Is that a rope?
What do you think is waving at him at the cemetery? Is it a ghost or a spirit that has been wandering around the cemetery? Would you dare to spend the night here? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. A YouTuber, Skara, who is known for exploring haunted forests across Kalimantan, where storms and myths collide with the unknown, shared this on his channel. He went deep in the jungle and he saw something quite unusual, a house standing alone in the wilderness, where trees and bushes surround everywhere. Who built a home here, in the middle of nowhere? What is the house meant for, because normal people are not meant to live there alone in the forest?
Rumah atau apa ya di bagian kanan gua? Gue trekking di gak tahu men, ini ada orang sih di sini. Gue nge-trekking hutan belantara di sini men, gak ada tempat terbuka loh. Gak ada tempat terbuka loh. Gue buka satelit beberapa kali di sini, gak ada tempat terbuka seluas ini men di sini.
Then he started smelling cooked food drifting from the trees. Where was it coming from? Suddenly he saw an old woman. She's asking for water. She had human-like feet, yet her presence screamed not human. After he gave her water, she headed back into the forest. Who was she, and what was she doing in the forest at night?
Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Cuk, minta banyu nenek cuk. Ada nek. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Tunggu nek. Permisi nek. Bentar nek. Bentar nek. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Nek, Lun permisi Nek. Permisi Nek. Maaf apa yang di sini Nek? Ngapain di sini Nek? Ulun permisi Nek. Pian manusia kah lain kan Nek? Ulun permisi Nek.
Would you dare keep going deeper after encountering something of such? From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. We got this story from Wandi Sumatra on YouTube, a channel known for venturing deep into haunted forests and capturing encounters that most people would never dare to face. He set up camp far inside the forest, cooked, ate, and finally drifted off to sleep. But sometime after midnight, it began. A strange voice, not human, not an animal, just this eerie, otherworldly sound circling his tent. What kind of creature makes a noise like that in the dead of night? Terrified, he forced himself awake and stepped outside, scanning the darkness. That's when he saw it, a ghostly figure, pale and still, staring straight at him, its body unmoving, its eyes fixed.
Astaghfirullah. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah.
What was this thing? A restless spirit of the forest? A demon in disguise? Or something older watching from the shadows? If it were you, would you investigate? Or run for your life? If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. Urban Ghosts on YouTube, his channel, is known for exploring some of the most terrifying haunted places in America. And in this video, things in the Devil's Forest took a chilling turn. He hiked deep into the woods alone at night. Suddenly, his spirit talker app whispered, "There's a priest." What does that mean? A priest? Out here, in the middle of nowhere? Is it trying to warn him not to go further, that there is danger at the front?
Hello? Hello?
Others are scared.
Others are scared? Well, don't be scared. I swear I heard somebody running. Or something.
There's a priest.
Where?
And just when it seemed the forest had gone quiet, he heard a voice around him that came from behind, so close it made his blood run cold, alone in the woods with just his touch and spirit talker app, using it to communicate through his phone.
As much as I've been in the woods, I still can't ever remember what the heck poison ivy looks like. I always gotta Google it. Heck, I grew up in the woods. I heard something over here.
Are you over there? Whoa.
You are authentic.
I appreciate that. I swear. Something as soon as I turned this way, I heard a voice right behind me. Right over here.
Was he really alone in the forest? Would you dare to stand in the Devil's Forest after dark? The YouTuber Manunggaling Jagad shared this hiking encounter on YouTube. The channel is well known for uncovering eerie and unexplainable events that lurk in the shadows of nature. He hiked deep into the forest, the kind of place where the night feels heavier, where every sound makes your skin crawl. But what he stumbled upon left him frozen in shock. Right there in the tall, damp grass was a green snake, blending perfectly into the grass. Think about it. What would have happened if he hadn't noticed it in time? What if his hand had brushed against it, or worse, he had stepped on it? Out there, in the middle of nowhere, one wrong move could mean life or death. Kalong Camp Official, a YouTube creator, shared this terrifying adventure. His channel is known for exploring haunted cemeteries and abandoned places where spirits are said to linger. This time around, they went to a cemetery to spend the night there. As they settled in their campsite in the graveyard, locals had told him about a ghost often seen nearby. Suddenly, things started getting strange. The bamboo nearby cracked and fell violently on the place they were staying, although there was no wind.
Ini saya lihatnya di sana Mas. Itu di pohon itu ya temennya, itu warga tuh sering ditampakkan sosok pocong ya. Itu berdiri tepat di depan pohon itu ya. Masa mirogol dewi Mas? Jadi emang di sebelah sana tuh ayam. Tuh, kursi. Apa ya? Ini Mas ya. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Punten, Mbah.
Are they being chased away by an unknown spirit that doesn't want them there? Imagine being alone there. Would you stay, or would you run? Nobody knows what might happen next. If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. This story was shared by YouTuber Zero on YouTube, whose channel is known for exploring some of the most haunted and cursed places, capturing raw and terrifying encounters with spirits. They went camping in the forest, and before they could even settle down well, they started perceiving some weird and unsettling scent, like camphor mixed with perfume, though there were no flowers anywhere. Why would such a smell linger in a forest like this? Will you dare stay after getting that smell earlier on? As if that wasn't enough, just after getting that smell, they began to hear some footsteps and sounds from the trees without even seeing anybody passing.
Ya, malam ini teman-teman, karena bener-bener mati aktivitas di desa, itu apa ya, sepi banget teman-teman. Orang mana datang? Oi, orang lah, suara orang, Pan.
Will you dare stay there overnight? Imagine hearing people talking inside the forest, and you can't see who is talking. From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. We got this story from Haunted Finders on YouTube, a channel known for diving deep into the UK's most terrifying paranormal hotspots. Tonight, they went back to the infamous Cannock Chase, a place where people claim to have seen everything. Black-eyed children, pigmen, werewolves, even UFOs. Imagine walking through those woods knowing all that. Will you even dare enter a forest like that? Before they even started the investigation, they heard a strange noise, too loud to be a dog barking. Imagine how scary that place would be.
There's been everything sighted in this forest, from the infamous black-eyed children, pigman, werewolves, UFOs, you name it, it's been sighted in this forest. Now, if you've been on the channel for a while, you know we've been to Cannock Chase a few times, extremely haunted, and that some really strange things happen here. Now, before we even started, we thought we heard this noise that we originally thought it was a dog, wasn't it?
It was too loud.
But it didn't really sound like a dog to me, and it was like a weird noise.
After hearing a strange sound before you even start doing whatever you went to do, will you continue? Then came the chilling voice through the spirit box. You must leave. Not once, but twice.
Is somebody there? What the shit was that?
Yeah.
You must leave.
You must leave.
Yeah.
That's twice we've been told to leave.
Yeah. Why must we leave? We've got a right to be here.
Why did the spirits not want them there? What do you think is going on? Would you dare stay in Cannock Chase after that, or run before the pigman found you? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. A YouTuber named Franco TV, whose channel is known for exploring haunted places, forests and cursed locations around the world. He went to Chile, so he visited the infamous Pet Cemetery, which is said to be the most active and terrifying spot ever. Almost instantly, he began hearing movement in the forest. Have you ever visited a place that terrified you before?
We just got in this place, and I'm hearing movement coming from the forest. This is by far the creepiest location that I know. Just trying to see if I can see something moving back here.
He went inside the cemetery, and what he found will blow your mind. Strange tarot cards and writings calling it the Forest of Witches. Why would someone leave those cards there? And why is the place called the Forest of Witches?
So I found tarot cards out here. Just kind of like all through the floor. There's like these little writings that the last time I was in another part of this place, and it says this is the Forest of the Witches. I don't know what that's about, but that's actually on, you've probably already seen it because this is the second video. I want to see if I can look with my night vision here to see if I could see anything moving.
Then he said he heard chilling sounds, like a baby, followed by eerie laughter drifting through the trees.
Still have my stuff here mounted on the tree. See? Oh, what the was that? I don't know if you guys just heard that. Oh, I heard something back there. Oh, that was creepy. It sounded like a baby. I'm gonna get my stuff. So what I just heard now, I don't know if you heard that, it sounded like a laughing. It's not what I heard. I heard people laughing, legit people. But it came from way further down there. Just looking around here. You hear that? Sounds like whistling. I'm gonna lower my IR.
Alone in that creepy forest, will you continue exploring, or will you leave immediately before it gets worse? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. Kuba Mysteri shared this terrifying encounter while camping on YouTube. His channel is known for camping in some of the most haunted and cursed places across Indonesia. He set up camp on a lonely beach, a place where just weeks earlier 2 teenagers drowned and their bodies were laid on the very sand where he pitched his tent. Locals whispered that their restless spirits still wander. Will you ever go camping at night in a place where tragedy happened just a week ago? While still at the camp, a sound echoed from the distance, and he saw a white figure appear near a tree, but when he rushed closer, it vanished into thin air.
Astaghfirullah. Ini apa nih, Cok? La ilaha illallah. Allahu akbar, la haula wala quwata illa billah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. La ilaha illallah. Allahu akbar. Wow.
What creepy creature was that? What do you think was after? Will you still stay there after seeing something you've not seen before appearing right before your face? Imagine being there, trapped between the ocean and the spirits of the dead. Would you have lasted the night? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. This terrifying camping encounter was shared by Min Story on YouTube. The YouTuber is known for exploring cursed forests, haunted rivers, and places where dark entities still linger. While camping by a dried riverbed, he suddenly heard a strange sound. Then a smell that was unbearable, like something rotten had been dropped over there. He went to check what was making the sound and what was smelling. Then he heard another sound again. What is making those sounds? Or something mysterious is around watching him closely. Then came footsteps in the bushes.
Sini teman-teman. Tadi pun pas saya lagi makan, lagi masak, itu terdengar ada sebuah suara.
Could it be a wild animal or the serpent spirit locals say haunts this area? Would you dare camp here knowing spirits with ruined faces are said to roam these grounds? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. Rugged Road Explorers, a YouTube creator who is known for hiking deep into the remote regions of the Rocky Mountains and the vast deserts of the American Southwest, uncovering lost ruins and ancient sites hidden deep in the wilderness. But you know, sometimes the past leaves behind more than broken stones. It leaves behind echoes. He went hiking in the mountains, and what he saw was something unusual. While scanning through the canyon walls, he saw some scattered pottery shards, and strange white handprints appeared above the rocks.
So seeing how this is square here, you see how this is? I would bet that they had a pit house here, temporary one, where it had a wood rock foundation and then wood all the rest of the way up. But check this out. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is too cool. Oh my gosh. Look at all the pottery. Holy smokes. Look at that. That's amazing. That is just too cool.
Whose hands were those, or something still lingering? Intricate designs on broken jugs whispered of rituals and forgotten stories from ancient days.
It's obvious people have been here because they picked up certain pieces and put them up on a rock here, but look at the intricate design of the one in the center there. And then this was part of a jug at one time. You can see this right there. You have different time periods in different areas. Here you have some flint, looks like a spearhead. Very cool. And again, another kind of design.
Could these markings hold darker meanings? Would you dare step into a ruin where every stone feels alive with secrets? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. A YouTuber, Banyan, is known for capturing terrifying paranormal encounters while camping on camera. And this one is not for the faint of heart. While camping deep inside the forest, the atmosphere was calm, too calm. He set up his tent unaware that something was already watching. At first it seemed like a trick of the light, until a pair of glowing white eyes with a shadowy body passed through the darkness. The figure was moving slowly, deliberately, and inhumanely. What kind of creature was that? A ghost? A demon? Or something that should never be named? Imagine being alone in the forest and realizing you're not just being watched, you're being hunted. Would you continue camping, or would you run for your life before something even stranger happened? This chilling video was shared by Exploring with Angelo on YouTube, a channel known for its spine-chilling explorations into haunted houses, cursed places, and encounters you'll never forget. He ventured deep into the forest to uncover the truth about the dreaded demon house. But what started as an exploration quickly spiraled into one of the most terrifying nights of his life. At first, the silence was heavy, almost suffocating. But then, everything changed. Out of nowhere, an invisible force shoved him violently, slamming his body against the wall with a strength no human hand could carry. His heart pounded, fear coursing through his veins.
Just kind of want to take a quick peek. Oh, there's like nothing here. Oh, ow. Oh, what the hell? What the f was that? Something just pushed me. Oh, shit. What the f? Guys, like, something just pushed me like right into this thing.
But before he could process what had happened, it got worse. Within minutes, something unseen struck his face. Then again, harder.
Oh! What the hell? Oh, something just hit me in the face. Oh. Oh, something like with some force literally just hit me in the face.
Imagine standing in pitch darkness, completely alone, with something unseen attacking you. Would you have stayed? Would you fight against the unseen? Or would you run for your life before the demon house claimed you too? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This chilling video was shared on Alone is Scary vlog, a channel that is well known for diving deep into the world of the paranormal and capturing terrifying encounters on camera. Standing in the middle of nowhere, curiosity got the best of him, and he went hiking deep into the forest when something caught his eye. An old, isolated house decided to step inside. But what his camera captured will leave you in shock. As he explored, a chilling sight appeared, a white ghostly shadow reflected in the glass. His heart pounded.
Itu orangnya di luar. Tuh. Apa itu? Astagfirullahaladzim. Ada suara anak kecil. Kayak suara anak kecil bermain ya, teman-teman.
And then it got worse. From the silence of the woods came the sound of children playing, yet no one was there.
Coba yang satunya gimana? Ini bajak tersesat di mana sih? Tuh. Wih. Siapa? Siapa tadi yang ketawa? Hah? Siapa tadi yang ketawa? Kula nuwun.
Wes.
Ini ruangan apa ini?
Who built a house this deep in the forest? Why do unseen forces seem to linger around it? And most importantly, if you were there, alone, with voices echoing through the dark halls, would you stay to uncover the truth or would you run for your life? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. We got this story from Jasco on YouTube, a channel known for diving into the darkest, most haunted places you could ever imagine. Tonight's tale isn't just creepy, it's a chilling descent into the Devil's Forest, where what they thought was just another van camping trip nearly turned into their last. To test whether something is really lurking in the forest, one of them clapped, and with a shaky voice dared any unseen spirit to clap back. Then, a sound echoed back from the forest, clear enough to send chills rushing through their veins.
Alright, spirits, I want to play a game called Hide and Clap. We hear you around us right now, but I want you to show us what direction you're in. So what's going to happen is I'm going to make a noise just like this. You ready? Just like this. The fuck was that?
No way.
And what I want you to do is replicate that noise, so let me know what direction you're in. 3, 2, 1. Just like this, spirits, just like this.
Dude, it's right behind you.
Do you want us to come down there? I really don't want to.
I don't either.
Bro, it sounded like something just clapped. Okay. Can we try something?
Oh, fuck, Chaz. Yeah, do it.
It's our favorite game of hide and clap. You ready? Oh, hell no. Hell no.
What was it that answered them? Could something truly be lurking in those woods? Or was it the forest itself reminding them they were not alone? Would you dare step into a place where shadows respond to your call? Or would you run before the unseen shows its face? The deeper the forest, the darker the terror. Let's see what the forest holds for us next. Min Story, a YouTuber whose channel is well known for diving into the paranormal and capturing terrifying encounters on camera. He went camping deep in the forest at night, expecting peace under the stars, but what his camera recorded will send chills down your spine. As he sat by his camp, a dark, ghostly shadow suddenly appeared behind him, silent, shifting around in the darkness. What was that? A spirit haunting the woods? Or something far more mysterious lurking in the dark? Alone in the forest, with only the crackle of fire for comfort, imagine realizing you're not alone. Would you pack up and run for your life, or stay to see what that shadow really is? If your heart's racing now, brace yourself. It's about to get worse. This video was shared by Cursed Urban, a channel known for uncovering the most chilling and unexplainable things caught on camera. He hiked deep into the woods, the night pressing in around him, when suddenly, his flashlight froze on something unusual. Right there, in the middle of the forest, stood a strange structure, long sticks and branches carefully arranged, leaning against a tree, forming a haunting tepee-like shape.
You guys see that? Okay, that I think, let me check. Get the phone out. Yup, that is our point. That teepee structure in the woods is our point. It's so quiet out here, guys. It's unreal. Yeah, this is our point. I don't think I'm going to fit in that, though. It looks a little bit too small for me. Looks like somebody was recently out here, though.
But here's the terrifying question. Who built this? Was it just some campers playing around? Or was it something far more sinister? A ritual site, a warning, or maybe even a place where something waits? The deeper you stare at it, the more unsettling it becomes. It doesn't look random, it looks intentional, almost like a message. Would you dare step closer to check it out? Or would you turn around and run before finding out what it's really for? Just when you think the nightmare is over, it only gets worse. This video was shared by Wididui Putra on YouTube, a channel well known for exploring haunted places and testing courage in the most terrifying locations. He went to an ancient cemetery, said to be the oldest and most cursed in the area. Behind him stands a massive banyan tree, its twisted roots stretching wide, radiating an eerie energy. Locals warn that this place is haunted by Gendruwo and Kuntilanak, spirits often seen here. As he sets up his camera for the night test, the atmosphere thickens. Then his camera caught something very strange moving around the tree. A shadow moves and then vanishes into the thin air. The camera caught this multiple times.
Pasti mengalir dan dilancarkan lagi, teman-teman. Ini teman-teman pohonnya ya. Tuh. Akarnya itu udah bercabang-cabang kemana-mana, teman-teman ya.
What are these strange shadows moving around? Are they the unreal creature guarding the tree? Alone, surrounded by unseen forces, would you dare stay longer in this cursed graveyard? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. Kuba Mysteri, a YouTuber whose channel is known for venturing into the darkest, most haunted places, uncovering mysteries many would never dare to face. That night, he entered a deep forest, a place hidden from the eyes of most. Locals whispered of unspeakable tragedies. A woman was murdered and her body was left to rot until it turned to bone. Imagine stepping into that very crime scene at midnight. Would you dare? Then it began. Strange movements in the shadows, whispers all around the forest. What was making those movements? An unknown spirit or what? And then a woman's sobbing cry echoes in the dark. Could it be her spirit, forever trapped?
Allahu Akbar. Terus dia kabur. Dia kabur cuy. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Masya Allah. Kayak yang ada yang lari di arah sini cuy. Arah sini ada yang lari tadi.
What would you do if the spirit of a murdered soul stood before you crying? What's next isn't just creepy, it's the stuff of nightmares. Franco TV on YouTube shared this terrifying video. His channel is known for venturing into the darkest, most haunted places, capturing what most of us would never dare to see. He went alone into the cemetery at night, with nothing but his flashlight and courage guiding him through the silence. Every step echoed like the dead themselves were listening. Suddenly, his eyes caught something unusual, a strange, dazzling shadow moving in the distance. It flickered like light, yet carried the form of something alive.
Right now I am in the room, and it is complete dark in here. I could barely see anything in front of me. I can see the light on the outside. Hola? I saw what looked like some sort of like a reflection of light. Turn off the light. Turn off the light. Oh, what was that? The light.
His heart raced. Was this a wandering ghost, a restless spirit moving between the graves, or something far more sinister hiding in the dark? Alone in the cemetery, with the unknown watching back at you, would you keep recording, or would you run before the shadows close in? What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. This video was posted by Yupri Karim, a creator known for diving into the world of the paranormal and capturing the most unsettling experiences on camera. He decided to spend the night camping deep in the forest, completely alone. At first everything was quiet, just the sound of the trees swaying. But then, the silence broke. Strange animal-like voices began echoing through the darkness. The deeper the night grew, the louder and closer the sounds became. Imagine being out there, surrounded by nothing but shadows, unsure of what's lurking just outside your tent. Was it really animals making those noises, or something far more sinister? Could it be spirits mimicking voices to lure him out, or a creature of the forest watching, waiting for him to step outside? If you were in his place, would you dare unzip that tent and face whatever was calling in the night, or would you stay hidden, hoping morning comes before it finds you? This creepy video was shared by Aventuras y Jose, a YouTuber known for hiking deep into the desert and uncovering the strange and unexplainable. He went hiking deep into the forest, expecting just a normal, peaceful adventure surrounded by nature. But what he stumbled upon was something so disturbing, it still haunts him to this day. Out of nowhere, in the middle of the trail, he saw something that simply did not belong there. At first glance, it almost looked human, a woman's figure. But then the horror set in. Its leg was made of iron, the body looked rotten, twisted, and horribly unnatural.
Eso se ve horrible. No ve. Uy, 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 uy. Mire. Pero ese hierro, pátate. Pátate. Hay disparos. Se escuchó un disparo. Se escuchó un disparo. Oiga por allá. Oh, para allá, pasa el tren allá. Mire. Mire, mi gente. Mire lo que se encuentra uno. Tiene patas de hierro. Mire, esas son, pero es ahí tiene las piernas. Mire, pero es como de hule. Mire, como que es una mujer, mire. Pero es una mujer de hule, de hule, como que es mujer. Pero es cosa de eso de mujeres que usan hombres a lo mejor. Mire, yo pensé que era persona la que...
How could something like this exist in the forest? Was it a statue, a spirit, or some kind of grotesque creature left behind by something we don't yet understand? Here's the terrifying question. How did it get there, and what exactly was he looking at? Would you dare to keep walking deeper into the forest after seeing something like that? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. A YouTuber named Jelly Official, whose channel is well known for exploring the paranormal and capturing the unexplainable on camera, shared this scary encounter. He hiked deep into the woods, hoping for nothing more than a calm, peaceful night of camping under the stars. But that peace didn't last long. In the middle of the night, something terrifying broke the silence. Strange, untraceable sounds began echoing from the darkness, eerie noises with no clear source. He looked around, but there was nothing, no movement, no figure, just the sound circling him in the night.
Seperti ada suara anak ayam ya teman-teman. Ya kan? Kok ada suara anak ayam ya? Jangan-jangan kuntilanak teman-teman ini.
Alone in the forest with no one around to call for help, he kept hearing those unsettling sounds. What was it? A warning? Or something waiting for the perfect moment to strike? Would you pack up and run? Or stay frozen, not knowing what might step out of the dark? Could it be an unseen creature stalking him? Or something not human at all? Just when you think the nightmare is over, It only gets worse. This terrifying video was posted by Jesus Arias, who is known for diving deep into the desert to uncover the mysterious things hidden out there. He was hiking deep through the desert, where nothing but sand and silence stretched for miles, when suddenly he stumbled upon something that should not have been there. In the middle of nowhere, hidden beneath the blazing sun, was what looked like an underground room, sunken into the earth. No roof, just an open pit at ground level. He claimed it might have been a shield or shelter for soldiers during a war, but that only raises more questions. Why would anyone return to a place marked by war and bloodshed?
Está en estos lugares. Pileta de agua. ¿Dónde están las tuberías? No hay. Eran cuartitos subterráneos estos, gente. Nosotros hacíamos esto antes cuando yo era soldado. Y puras maderas arriba. Entramos así y escuadra. Por si disparaban, no nos dieran. Y nosotros estábamos en esta área. Pongamos que la entrada estaba en la esquina. Así como ratas escondidos andábamos. Y viendo así para abajo, como ahí. Si pasa alguien, un convoy. Ahí, pum, 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 pum. Y así. Miren dónde está esto. No inventes. Y no se ve de abajo, no se mira. Fácil. Maderas. Y o si pensaba la gente que era casa regular, arriba. Su tarimita. O una tipo casita aquí. Una tipo casita. Y si disparaban.
Who built this strange structure in the middle of the desert? And more importantly, what was it really built for? Could it have been a war hideout or something far more mysterious? Something we weren't meant to find? Tell me, would you step down into a place like this, not knowing what secrets it hides? If your heart's racing now, brace yourself, it's about to get worse. This video was posted by Om Mamanu, a channel well known for diving into the paranormal and capturing moments that defy explanation. Alone in the dead of night, he set out for what he thought would be just another peaceful camping trip in the forest. Everything seemed calm, almost too calm, until his camera captured something truly mind-blowing. At first it was subtle, just a tree branch swaying back and forth. But here's the chilling part. There was no wind, no breeze strong enough to make it move. So what was pushing it? An unseen presence lurking in the shadows? And then, the night turned darker. From out of nowhere, a ghostly figure appeared, dressed in flowing white, its head cloaked in black, and its piercing eyes glowing sharply through the darkness. Just as quickly, it vanished into thin air, leaving nothing but fear behind. What was that? Why does this forest seem to breathe with unnatural forces? Would you dare spend the night where the unknown roams freely? The deeper the forest, the darker the terror. Let's see what the forest holds for us next. A YouTuber named Arnold Outdoors shared this video. His channel is known for fishing, camping, hunting, gardening, and, of course, some goofy shenanigans in the Pacific Northwest woods. But this time, things took a much darker turn. They climbed high into the mountains, curious about what secrets might be waiting out there in the wild. Then, out of nowhere, they stumbled upon something strange. A dark cave, hidden in the middle of nowhere, with steps leading deep inside. Drawn by curiosity, they decided to enter. But the deeper they went, the stranger it became. Massive rocks towered above them, almost like the cave was protecting something not meant to be found. The air grew colder, the silence heavier, and the darkness seemed endless. What could be hiding in a place like this?
And it goes back that way, I think, is the deep dark areas. Alright, fire that light up and let's get a view of in here. Trip hazard, I gotta watch where I'm going and not watch the camera. Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah. That's so neat.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is cool.
This is totally natural because it looks almost like cartoon.
It does, like they've burrowed through here. Alright, let's keep going. Can you see your breath? Oh, can't see your breath.
A little bit, I can see yours a little bit.
Well, there's supposedly a bunch of other people down here.
Yeah, there was a big tour, man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Whoa, shit. I almost tripped. These big clodhoppers on.
This big piece is like, oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is it just an abandoned cavern? Or a hidden lair for something far more sinister? Just when you think the nightmare is over, it only gets worse. This terrifying video was posted by Zero on YouTube. His channel is well known for uncovering eerie paranormal encounters and sharing terrifying, unimaginable activities caught on camera. He set out for what was supposed to be a peaceful night hike, just him, the trail, and the silence of the forest. But that silence didn't last long. Out of nowhere, he felt a chill run down his spine. And then he saw it. Hidden among the trees was a figure, a ghostly creature with a creepy head staring right at him. Its shape was faint, almost transparent, like a creature that shouldn't exist. His heart raced. Fear gripped him. The question echoed in his mind. What is that?
Oh, horror banget, men. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Astaghfirullah. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah.
Was it really a ghost silently watching him from the darkness? Or something far more mysterious lurking in the woods? Would you have kept walking deeper into the forest, or turned back immediately? And what if those glowing eyes began to follow you? What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. In October 2020, YouTuber Noeg Craig, who is normally known for cooking videos, made the mistake of taking a solo camping trip near Spruce Pond. He set out into the forest for what he thought would be a calm, peaceful night of camping. But sometimes, the forest doesn't give you peace, it gives you nightmares. As he was about to drift off to sleep, the silence was shattered by strange noises coming from the bushes.
Who's there? Hello?
At first, he thought it might be an animal, but curiosity pulled him closer. That's when he saw it. Something so terrifying it made his blood run cold. Out of the shadows, a figure stepped forward, a man wearing a clown mask staring at him in silence.
What's this? What the?
Alone in the middle of nowhere, he didn't wait to find out what the masked stranger wanted. He ran, heart pounding, desperate to escape before it was too late. But here's the question. Who was that figure hiding in the dark? And why was he lurking deep in the forest at night? What's next isn't just creepy, it's the stuff of nightmares. Jose Flores Terror on YouTube shared this terrifying video. His channel is known for uncovering terrifying legends and exploring places haunted by dark histories. This time around, he hiked deep into the forest, expecting nothing more than a calm, peaceful night hike. But that peace was shattered in an instant. From the darkness, a loud, bone-chilling scream erupted, echoing through the trees, bouncing off the silence of the forest.
Alguien? Alguien?
But here's the terrifying question. Whose voice was that? Was it human, crying for help? Or something not human at all, luring him deeper into the woods? Alone, with only the forest around you and a scream tearing through the night, what would you do? Would you run for your life, or stay and risk finding out what's hiding in the shadows? Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This story comes from Exploring with Angelo on YouTube, a channel known for eerie night investigations and terrifying wilderness encounters. He set out to camp overnight, deep in the forest, completely alone. At first, everything seemed fine. He lit a fire, trying to settle in and enjoy the calm of the night. But then, the atmosphere shifted. It was as if something unseen was lurking just beyond the glow of the flames, watching, waiting. The once comforting silence of the forest turned heavy and suffocating. His heart started pounding as he realized he was not truly alone.
Nothing. When we're waiting in silence, whoa! What the hell was that? Oh! Jeez. What the f***? No way. Something just came, like, from behind me. And something hit the... What is going on right now? Hello? I don't even know why I'm saying hello right now, as if that's gonna do anything. Sorry if the microphone's a little wonky, guys, but I have it facing ahead of me. But no, seriously, what was that?
Imagine being at a campsite in the middle of nowhere, the fire crackling, shadows dancing around you, and then suddenly feeling unsafe. That creeping sensation that something is out there, hidden in the darkness. What would you do? Would you stay put and hope it passes, or pack up and run into the unknown? Have you ever dared to camp alone in the forest, knowing you might not be the only one there?